Hi, everybody. Happy 2024. We're here. Welcome back. Welcome back to Craft Cafe Live with your favorite host, Latoya Riggins, you guys. You got me today. I wanted to just pop on here just to say Happy New Year to everybody. And I know you saw all the ads and everything, but I wanted to personally come on and just kind of give you a little ushering in to the craft world for 2024. Now, as you know, I have been hosting craft since I would say little about 2019. 2020 is when it really took off. So this is a really important time for me. I'm really excited about, making, I would say, full 4 years doing this work, you guys. And I want to give a shout out to the founders of Craft, which is Better Futures. They are two guys. Let me just give you a background on who they are. Two guys. I call them the odd couple. And when destiny is destiny, everything happens for a reason. I'm going to start out with Dr. Gunling, Dr. Robert Gunling. He is a 50, I'll say he's probably like 55 years in the game right now, 50-year veteran, 50 plus year veteran in the ECE game. And I like to say that because he's done so many different things in the early childhood education field. I mean, from teaching, he's done teaching in school, like a school teacher. He's been a director. He's worked in tons of childcare centers. And his specialty is his heart for the people, for the families, for the actual industry as a whole, not just the people that he works with, but for all people that work in this industry. And I'm telling you guys, I've been working with these guys for over 5 years now, and I still am surprised, meaning they still tell stories that I don't know. You know what I mean? And that I feel is super amazing. So I am so proud to talk about Dr. Gunling. He is an author. So if you haven't read any of his articles or anything like that, you definitely need to go to our website and check them out because they're archived right there. Okay, and we're going to be talking about our new website today. This is really what we're going to be doing here. But I really want to give a chance to highlight what is going on and who is behind this, okay, when it comes down to it for the nitty gritty. Now, Dr. Gunling, he is also an adjunct professor at George Mason University, you guys. So not only has he taught the CDA, he teaches the critical core competencies course by 0 to 3. He's a certified trainer in about 7 states right now and climbing. You guys, soon we'll have the whole nation as far as certified. And when I say certified, that means that he is able to give clock hours. He's able to give CPUs. So his teachings, his classes are continuing education. Okay, this is college level. This is not playtime. All right, this is all the way. And the CDA is the Child Development Associate certification, and that certifies you. That's like the base level certification to actually get into the field. Now, when I started working in the field, I came in a workforce development, I would say, situation. And what that did was help me work with not just the business owners, but the aspiring childcare providers, people that want to be in the industry. So I got to be at the forefront of not only recruiting people who have this calling, but people who want to dedicate themselves to it and actually get certified and find a job. You know what I mean? So I was able to work on both ends, working with the business owners to help them to get their handbooks together, to help them with their recruiting and really get some qualified candidates, because that was my focus. And that's how I met Dr. Gunling. He was working with, shout out to Southeast Children's Fund, you guys. Southeast Children's Fund, Sunshine Early Learning Center, the whole gamut down here in Washington, D.C. He was working with them, and they really needed more people. Now, I was already referral partner for them because I sent a lot of people over there to go to school. They have a program to get your CDA license and go ahead and work in a center, or you can open your own business, whatever it is you want to do. And he contacted me because he was looking for a specific employee, a specific position, I should say. He was recruiting for a specific position. And of course, they told him that I was the best, and I still am. Too. And I was able to find the right person, a great fit like this. I mean, in one shot deal. I didn't show anybody else. And I'm super proud of that because that kicked off the rest of our relationship. And when I told him about my dream of really creating a place for early childhood education providers, students really to get their education and really get not just an education, the book part, but actually get the practical. And I told him about my plans and what I wanted to do at the program that I was working at the time. And I was able to put My Dream in Motion with Dr. Gunland coming in and really bringing in that programming. And we got some people through the program, got them into what I would call their practicum. Well, not, I don't call it, that's what they call it, but I call it like the internship, externship, whatever you guys identify with, a way to really get your expertise and actually show and prove. You know what I mean? I'm a hands-on type of learner. So I need to make sure that everybody else can feel that way, because a lot of times we go to school for something and then we get into the field and we're like, ooh, this is not for me. I do not like this. So I'm always a firm believer in actually trying it out and seeing if it's a fit for you, because things might look greener on, the grass always looks greener on the other side. So you won't know until you go. So this is when he told me about his partner, Mr. Jahi B. Davis. Now, this guy, he has over 25 years of experience in the business finance. He's an ex-banker. So I call him the money man, you guys. This is his partner he brought in. And he said, I really want you to meet him. And I had them come to a workshop of mine that I was doing in workforce development. And the rest was just history, you guys. I learned their story, The Odd Couple, because we have one guy in business. He's all about, fundraising, nonprofits. He's all about the community and teaching and things like that. But it was more or less from the business standpoint, really honing in on the business piece. And Dr. Gunland is really honing in on that education piece, the operations piece. But because he had so much experience in the field, he knew what was missing. And it was that business component, you guys. Because I'll tell you right now, those of you who are listening from home that are not in the field, I'll tell you, the majority of the early childhood education businesses are ran by entrepreneurs. They're not big old corporations where they have, all of this corporate things going on. These are people like you and me that set out to make a difference in their community. And they started filling up, they had to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, that heart for the work, that is the first calling. But the business piece is not so simple, you guys. We're not instinctual business people. We are instinctual with education and, developing children. That's just what we do as humans. We develop other people. So that part, I don't want to say it comes easy, but it comes natural, I should say. The business part, guys, there is a science to it. And if you're not taught the science, you could be really frustrated. You might give up. You might say, this isn't for me. And that is truly not the case. So that's why I love the union between Dr. Gunland and Mr. Jahi B. Davis, okay? That is a perfect marriage of business and early childhood education coming together to create a mighty fist, okay? As Big Mama would say, that is punching in the door for this industry, you guys. Making sure that people are seeing this industry as the essential business that it is. We saw that in the pandemic. Now, the pandemic was, let me tell you, everybody knows what the pandemic was. It was unexpected. Nobody knew what was happening. We all had to kind of feel our way around. But one thing, what they say, one thing for sure, two things for certain, child care was evident. It was imminent, I should say. And shout out to family child care, because family child care was the only level of child care that actually was allowed to stay open based on the conditions and the class sizes and things like that. So that meant that not only did child care have to be essential, they were essential to the essential, okay? And I always want to make sure that I highlight that, because sometimes people forget and they like to call us babysitters. Oh, we watching kids. That's the insult. Don't play me like that. We're not watching kids, because I watch TV and I don't have to worry about nothing when I'm watching TV. So I'm not watching children. Okay, what we're doing is we're developing minds. The 0 to 5 element, those of you who are not in the field, that is the most important development time for a human being. You can make it or you can break it. So we need great people that not only have the heart for this, got the patience, because not everybody got the patience for children, but children they're live beings. And that's why I always have children around me, because I love them so much with their personalities and their opinions and things like that. But when you're doing this for a living, it's bigger than just being around children. It's about knowing the impact that you're going to have, not just on this child, but everyone and everything that child touches. Now, I'm a firm believer. I'm a mom, you guys. I'm a mom of 3. And one thing I would always say, and I still do to my kids' teachers, that you and I are partners, okay? Because you're seeing my child awake more than me. Think about it. The whole day the kids are with their teachers. They're with they're at the centers, they're at the schools, whatever. They're with their teachers or whatever you. And then if you have extracurriculars after school, forget about it. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole day. They're gone. Then you get to see them after everything that happened, and then you got to put them to bed. They go to sleep. You feed them, put them to bed, go to sleep, and we do it all over again. So you have to realize that when it comes to the teachers and the people that is around your children that are practically raising your kids for you, they deserve that respect. They deserve that love. They deserve compassion. They deserve a break. They deserve a little grace. You know what I mean? So I'm here to stand up for you guys, the providers. Now, I'm not a provider, but I want to give a shout out to my sister Janet Riggins. She has been a provider. She actually is my muse for this business, why I have such a heart for ECE. I grew up in family child care. My sister back in New York, shout out to NYC, my hometown. I'm from the Bronx, but this was actually in Brooklyn. She got a place in Brooklyn, a brownstone, and turned it into her daycare. Now, don't get me Dr. Gunn, because he does not like me to say the word daycare, but back in those days, we said daycare, okay? It was Denise's daycare. And now we don't say that. We are very much evolved, because daycare kind of minimizes what we do, guys. So that's why we don't say daycare. No disrespect if you still say daycare, but I'm just letting you know why I always correct myself. So shout out to Dr. Gunn for enlightening me about that. Okay, so back to that. Growing up in an environment where I saw my sister be a mother, and not just be a mother to her children, but also have other children around that came in. What it did was it helped her earn a living to take care of her children. And what she also did was supported other families while they went out and made a living. Okay. And I'll say we, because I worked there. We had infants up to toddlers. So we had a baby that was as small. I mean, I used to love this little baby. Shout out to Sarai. She's got to be grown by now. You know what I mean? Because I was like a kid. I was like, what, 16 years old when I worked there. And we had a 6-month-old baby all the way up to 3-year-olds. Okay. So I had all these little kids, and then my sister's kids were mixed in too, and they were older. I was the savior for the parents, because I was young, and I would wear these kids out. I'm telling you, I would take them to the playground. I would, give them snacks. By the time the parents picked them up, they would beat, and the parents loved it. So I felt special. I felt powerful. I felt, how do you say, valuable, because I was able to pitch in and not just help my sister, but help all the other parents really, do what they needed to do with their children. So shout out to you guys. So I'm really here just to kind of just make that acknowledgement of where this whole thing started. So of course, in celebration, I'm wearing my Craft by Better Futures. Hold on, it's a little crooked. There we go. Craft by Better Futures t-shirts. And guys, we do have a t-shirt line. Even if you're not a Craft member, which you should be, okay? If you're not a Craft member and you want to support, go ahead and go on our website. You definitely could purchase our t-shirts. We have t-shirts for every single membership base that we have, guys. And that brings me to, I'm going to pull up the website, you guys. All right. So those of you who are watching at home, definitely, I'm going to pull it up on my phone just so I can see if you guys have any questions while I'm talking, because, obviously you guys are not on here, so I can't hear you. I have to actually see you. So if you see me looking down, I'm trying to get you guys in on my phone. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm popping it in here. Let me turn this down because it's going to be an echo. All right, guys, I'm pinning it in the chat. I'm going to put the website in the chat, okay? So if you are watching from home, go ahead and go to the website. Let's see. We're going to go there now. We just launched our new website, you guys, and I am so proud of it. Oh, my gosh. So shout out to Jahi Davis. He coordinates all of that. And shout out to myself for the marketing piece with Craft, because I do all of the marketing, and I'm so excited about that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Somebody is asking me now. All right. So I'm putting it in now, and I'm not going to stay on long. I just want to make sure that you guys know what's coming up and know how to navigate the new website, because it is heavy, you guys. It's thick, like Beyonce says with the Q. Thick with a Q, you guys. So here we go. All right, I'm pulling it up now. I'm just making sure that I go to the main page, because it's a lot of different pages, but I want to make sure that you guys. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right, and those of you watching from home on Facebook, definitely let me know if I'm going too fast or if there's something that you have a question about. Okay, so let me go ahead and share. Okay, guys, can you see this? Let me know. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. All right, you got it. Let's put that down. All right, guys. So welcome to our new website. I see that you guys can see it. Let me put this at the top. I'm going to be looking over there. Now, as you can see, we have plenty of tabs at the top. Now, what I want to really take you through are different pages, and then I'm going to take you to where the members reside. Okay. This is our company page, you guys. We take care of you because we do. And not only do we take care of you, we have a whole crew, I'll say a crew of consultants in all areas that will help you as well. Now, we are the pros, and so we only deal with the pros. Okay, this talks a little bit about how it works. And there's the guys right there. Meet your mentors. Guys, let me let you know that Better Futures, they've been around for a while. I believe 2000, I think it's been 7 or 8 years now, I believe, maybe more. I mean, they've been around longer than that. That's when they've been together. And this talks about, our consultancy and things like that, because we are consultants first, you guys. Craft is our gift to the industry because, the guys, they do all kinds of not webinar, excuse me, conferences all over the world, you guys. And when I say the world, I'm not talking about the US. I'm talking about the whole world. These guys were elected to be on the panel for the World Forum for childcare, and it's only four slots, guys, and it's two of them. So that's half of the panel representing the US for the World Forum. They called on Better Futures. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know I'm not trying to blow smoke up here, but those are just the receipts that we know what we do. All right. So just gives you just a little glimpse of that. All right. Now, the mentors, we went through all of that. Now, what I want to take you to here is craft, because that is where I always am. This is craft is where I always live. Now, I definitely do a lot of work with Better Futures, but craft is my baby. Okay. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I'm hitting on the craft tab. We're about to go to it. All right, you guys, you ready? Here we go. So let's take you on into there. Now, Craft is our online digital platform. Now, what that means is that we go to all of these conferences, we go and we show up and we show out, guys. I mean, and everybody loves it. They want more of it. Now, because we're traveling all these places, we can't be in a million places at one time. So we created Craft to really bring that conference level course to everyone, anywhere, for a fraction of the price. Because going to these conferences, you guys, can be really pricey. I mean, I know, because I go to, you know what I mean? You got to stay in a hotel, you got to fly out. Then those of you who have to I don't have to shut down my business because I can take it anywhere. But if you have a center or a family childcare home, you are going to have to shut down or hire somebody to travel for those days. So that can be pretty pricey. Now, I do suggest you go to those conferences, especially if it's a national one or something like that, because it's a great place to network. It's a great place to really go beyond your comfort zone, and it works for people. You know what I mean? You get to you introduce yourself to so many things that you wouldn't normally see in your own community. Okay, so definitely, if you can afford to go to a conference, definitely go. If it's especially national, local, definitely go to local. But I mean, like, if you are hearing about things coming up like the NAFCC or NAEYC, definitely try to put together some funds and go and put it in your budget. That's what we help you do. Put that in your budget because you can write it off in your taxes, you guys. We're going to be talking about that as well. So without further ado, okay, now look at this. This is just talks about a little bit of the benefits that these packages include. We wanted to make sure that you guys can get the same access as anyone, that's local to us from wherever you are. Now, we do travel to you, but because some people can't afford to bring us out and fly us out, but not everybody can do that. So we want to make sure that we have something for everybody. Now, look at these benefits. We got the live coaches support with your business. We got, if you're a Craft Lux member, we know that Craft Lux members get unlimited one-on-one support, which is It's a steal, you guys. It's a daggone steal. I'm telling you right now. So if you're not utilizing it, that's on you. Come on now. You're going to do better in 2024, right? So come on. And like I said, if you're not sure how to book, we're going to talk about it right now. Okay? So let's see. Where are we? All right. We're doing good. Now, we got so many live courses, you guys. All of our material, we recorded live. Okay? So you see us, you hear us. You get to get our vibe because we have great personalities. And I'm not just saying it because it's us, but we do. We have fun when we do it, but we also get work done. And that's what we pride ourselves on, results. We make an impact. And that's what we want. Okay. Now, the next thing is now we have the 2-year craft price guarantee. Now, as you know, anytime in a business when things and the prices of things go up all the time because we add amenities, we have to have administrative fees, all kinds of different things. So yeah, our price has gone up and it's going to continue to go up. That's why we say, come on in now so that you can lock in your price and get it grandfathered in. Once you start with us, you are VIP and then you keep on growing with us. Okay. So it's best to get in on the ground floor, you guys. All right. Now, look at this. We're going to be launching our app soon. So I'm super excited about that. That's over here. That's our Craft Plus app, and where you can also access the Craft Cafe, you guys. So I'm just super excited about this. All right, so let's go. We'll be able to stream our classes all the time, whenever you want, on your desktop, laptop, whatever you could connect to a Wi-Fi signal. Let's put it like that. Now, we've got so many, I would say, levels. I don't say so many. We got 3 levels, you guys. But those levels didn't just come out of the blue sky. Those levels evolved. They were born based on everything that we were doing. Okay. Now, we listened to our members, we listen to our session attendees. They ask us for certain classes. Okay. So you see right here, it says, have a great idea for a webinar. Let us know, because that's how we make our content. And let me tell you, we cover 10 topic areas and all of them overlap in some way. You know what I mean? So that gives us unlimited topics to actually talk about. And what we want to do, or what we always do, I should say, not want to do, what we always do is we keep our ear to the streets, you guys. Well, at least that's what I call it. When I say that, is we keep our hand on the pulse of the industry. We work with you guys every day. So we know what you want. We know what you need. And you guys are not shy. That's for sure. You guys will tell us, you need to do a class on such and such. Well, how come you didn't do a class on this? And we're like, we got a class on that. You missed it. But, you know, we could do a similar one. One thing we do not do, guys, is repeat a class. We do not repeat a class, okay? What we do is, if we did a class in person at a conference, we may take that class and bring it to craft. You know what I mean? Bring it to craft so everybody can get a load of it, because we create all of our own content fresh, new, exciting for the actual event. It's not just like we go in the class and then pull something out. Everything that we do, we create fresh for you. That's why we tell our clients we need a certain amount of time in advance before we present, because we have to actually put the content together. So we actually, like we in college, we get together and we put our stamps on it and do what we need to do to make sure that it's fresh and we have the right information. Everything is correct. Okay. So submit a topic. If you have any, let's see. All right. Just checking to see if anybody has any questions. All right. So just give us a buzz. You know, everybody knows how to get to me. You can text me, you can DM me, you can email, whatever. Okay. Any way you can get to me, let me know. What are some things that you want more clarity on? You know what I mean? Because we've had so many people submit topics, and a lot of our classes come from us. Thank you. All right. And there's more to come, you guys. We do so many classes. Some of them, you can do private classes as well that we don't bring to craft just yet. You know what I mean? Because we do specific titles. All right. Now, this kind of tells you about the different courses and everything. I just want to scroll down and you can discover other programs. We have testimonials out the wazoo. These are just some current ones that you can, flow through, but we have a ton of them. All right. As you can see, my contact information is on the website, so you can always get to me that way. All right. Now, without further ado, what I want to do is I want to get to the member tab. All right. I want you to look up top. We're going to click on members. Now, this is for our members. I just want to let you know that you members, every membership comes with a tier of one-on-ones, because we know that having taken a class, you feel great. It looks great. It feels great. You're enlightened. You're like, wow, you have these great aha moments. And then guess what? It wears off by the time you done got home, right? You might remember one or two things, but did you actually implement it? I don't know. So we're not worrying about that because we're going to make sure of it. We have your one-on-ones for you. We want to make sure that not only that you have that time, but you have that exclusive time for you and your specific situation. Because, when we're in the sessions, we're talking to everyone. So we have to really, dig in, take a deeper dive into your situation to really help you. So that's why we created our one-on-ones. We didn't always do this. These are evolutional things that we hear and we feel what you guys need, and we want to make sure that we're providing it because our goal is to make sure that you have a profitable business, okay, at the end of the day. And there's nothing wrong with the P word, profit, okay? It's not a bad word. It's a business. If you're not making a profit, then it's not a business, honey. It is a hobby. And, the IRS don't care about hobbies. All right. And if y'all who've been bit by them know, if you're not making no money, they're gonna be like, okay, what we doing here? It's time for you to shut down because you're playing. You just, you know what I mean? So we want to make sure that you're having a great time doing it. You're not all stressed out. You can take things off your plate. You can really have the pros behind you so that you can make a great informed decision with whatever you do. Because my thing is, we have the pros on deck, but you don't have to hire our pros. But we're going to make sure that you know how to hire the right pro for you. Okay, we don't steer, we got you. We want to make sure you're empowered. All right, so you know what to look for in a tax accountant. You know what to look for in your payroll specialist. You know what to look for in a human resource specialist. Okay, all of those different things. Okay, and a marketing specialist, because that's what I do. So now what you're going to do here, you guys, all of our members, you see where it says log in to access your account. All you got to do is put your phone number in, email, or whatever you want to use, and it's going to send you a login code. Once it sends you a login code, you're going to log in and you're going to be able to book with any of our specialists. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, I'm not going to go into it all the way, but what I want to do is kind of just talk to you about, I'm going to stop share, talk to you about your membership levels. If you have a Craft Family subscription, membership, I should say, you are going to click on Craft Family. You're going to see the icon, and that is going to allow you to book your service. If you are a Craft Lux member, you want to go to Craft Lux. Okay, now let me rewind. Craft Family. Craft Family is geared toward family childcare providers. And what that means is you have pretty much most of the amenities of Craft Lux, but you don't have unlimited one-on-ones. Okay, matter of fact, let me pull that up too, because there's different amenities for each membership. And with Craft Family comes with 6. It comes with 6 meetings a year. So what I want you guys to do is use those 6 wisely. When you have a project, if there's something that's an ick for you in your business or a specific goal that you have, be intentional on using it. What I would suggest is come to me, yours truly, and let's do a consultation. This is just general. Okay, a quick 30 minutes. We'll sit down and go through the things that you want to do with your business. And what I'll do is kind of help you create a session plan for that so that you can put together who you need to speak to and who you need to speak to the most. Okay, what are the priorities for your goals right now so that you can use those 6 entries, those 6 one-on-ones wisely, and you can actually schedule them. I always suggest to the members to schedule them out so that one, you create it like a project. Unless you just want to pop in, that's fine. But if you have a project going on, I am a disciplined person and I need discipline. I'm disciplined because I put things in place. So that's why I know that in this world, you got to put things in place. I'm the person that if it's not on my calendar, it is not happening, child. I will not even see it. I'll be like, wait, what? You're supposed to do what? Oh, you got to make sure that's on my calendar. And that's how I do it. So if you put these one-on-ones on your calendar and you already in your mindset that this is what I'm going to do, here's my timeline, it is 9 times out of 10, you are going to accomplish that goal, guys. And that's what we're about. Implementation, making an impact. Because at the end of the day, it's your business. But if you're working with us, our name is on it. Oh, yeah, you're going to be excellent, sweetie. You are going to be great, and we're not going to let you fall. But guess what? We can't do it all. We need you to initiate it. Go ahead on the website, book your one-on-ones, okay? And like I said, if you're not sure how to do that after today, call me. Everybody that has ever called me knows I'm very patient. I have what they call me, they say, you got the patience of Job. And I do, because I know that not everybody is tech savvy. And then, especially with the website being new, there's a lot of things you might want to go over, and I'll help you. I'll walk you through it, show you how to do it. Okay. It's all about empowerment. When I work with my clients and my members, if you guys have worked with me, you know I'm hands off. I'm gonna teach you how to do something, but I'm not gonna do it for you, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to rely on Latoya. I want, or your kid. You know, some people like, well, I gotta wait till my son come home. I don't know how to work this thing. Not with Latoya Riggins. I'm gonna be like, let's go, share your screen. And sometimes they can't share the screen. So luckily I could remember certain things and say, okay, go click here, do this, blah, 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 and walk you through it. But if that's what it takes, that's what we're going to do, because we're not going through 2024 calling our kids. All right. Unless we try to train them on our succession planning. All right. So guys, I'm not going to stay much longer. I just wanted to come in and pop in. We got so much more coming up for you. We got another craft cafe coming up on the 12th. So stay tuned. We're going to be dropping ads for that. Shout out to Linda Stroman. She is our newest partner, you guys. She is our head of HR, human resources. Okay. So she's going to be really bringing in the treats. She has a huge, extensive background in human resources. And that's exactly what we need, because what I keep hearing for probably the last 2-3 years, and I'm sure it's been like this forever, but high in the last few years, especially with the pandemic, the hiring crisis. People are finding it ridiculously hard to find qualified staff that not only want to come to work, that want to stay. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure that we have all the things in place. You guys know that we have a partnership with ADP, the #1 payroll company in 171 countries. They are our official partners. So if you are not using a payroll company and you need some support on that, come on into the fold. All of our members get upwards of 20% off. I think all the way up to 25%, depending on your membership level. So come on in and get with the big dogs and get with the pros, so that you can actually have that backing. Okay. Next, new partner, I just want to throw in the hat in the ring. If you came to the last Craft Cafe of the year, you would have seen the Child Care Tax Pros. They were featured on the Craft Cafe before as a resource. But since we have sealed the deal, as Jahi Black said, we put a ring on it, and we are now officially partners. You can get a discount as a craft member with Child Care Tax Pros, and Child Care Tax Pro customers can get a discount with craft as a craft member, because they only work with child care businesses, you guys. So they niche down. All right. And that's what I love. Also, we have Brandon from Devaris Realty. He is a commercial realtor that specializes in early child education. So those of you who want to expand into a building, or if you already have a building but you don't like it and you want to move, or you want to get another one, you definitely need to get with Brandon. Okay. And he's going to be coming on. He actually has a class coming up on Tuesday. So if you haven't gotten the registration yet, definitely hit my inbox, or just call me or text me, and I'll send you the link, or make sure that you're registered. So stay tuned for that. It's at 6:30 on the 9th. Okay. And we're going to be talking about really the introduction to how to look for, your building and what are the criteria for that. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back with that. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and land this plane, and I will see you on the 9th for our next class with Brandon of Devaris Realty, and the next Craft Cafe on the 12th. We got some special treats for you. I can't wait. All right. So take care. I'll see you then. Bye. And don't forget your craft mug, you guys. I got it right here. If you got yours, put your pinkies up. Let's go and bring it to your next craft session and your next Craft Cafe. Bye, guys.